Hi guys, I wanted to send a quick video about this week, especially about the moon phase paper, since I don't know if you've done that project before. I saw most of you had taken the test. The link in the Google Classroom is locked unless you're on a school Chromebook. So if that won't work, check your email. I guess the first link I sent didn't work, but the second one should. So please take that test before you get started with the space content. In the new book, we will be doing the first chapter for sure. And before we get into that, I would like for you guys to do a couple of the pages in your packet. So let me turn to where we can see this. All right, so in the stuff that your parents picked up from the office, and hopefully they've come and picked up your stuff, you should find a packet that looks like this. This is the word list, and we will be doing the Frayer models for 1 through 6 on Tuesday of this week, and then 7 through 13 on Thursday of this week. So that's more than the 4 that you guys are used to, but that's okay. We'll be fine. I don't know if it's important that you see me or not. On the next page, if you turn and look at the next page, you will see a paper called Moon Observation Log. And what I'd like for you to do is go through and put the dates all the way up to May 9th. There's only 30 days in April, so make sure when you get to 4:30 that you switch over to 5:1 for the next day. On this page, the light is the white paper. So if you see a lit portion of the moon, you should not color it in. If you see a dark portion on the moon, you should color it in. So this is what a full moon would look like. This is what a new moon would look like. This is what a crescent would look like, or it might be a backwards C shape. When you go to do the lines for the crescent shapes or the gibbous shapes, please make sure that they are curved. Crescents generally don't look like this with a straight up and down line. The only time you'd have a straight up and down line is when we have half of the moon lit up. If you happen to see the moon while you're driving and you don't have your paper with you and you remember it's a crescent, make sure that you make a mental note. Is it a C shape or is it a backwards C shape? Whether the lit portions on the left-hand side or the right-hand side of the moon will matter. What happens if you try to do this and it's raining or it's cloudy? You can mark on the paper that it's cloudy or that it was raining, but I would like for you to check for this. Robin, can you turn that down? In the Google Classroom, you'll see a link to a site where you can see what the moon phase should have been if you miss it. So if it is cloudy or rainy and you want to know what you should have been able to see, you can click on that link and it'll take you to a page and it'll show you what the phase was supposed to be. A lot of phones have the moon phase as part of their weather app, so you might find it there as well. The moon has a rising time and a setting time, so it's not out all the time, and actually right now it's out during the day. So even though we associate the moon with nighttime, part of its time is spent out during the daytime. So you'll want to be looking for it this week before you go to bed. It's supposed to go down around 9 o'clock tonight. It'll be a little bit later tomorrow. So definitely in the afternoon and evening right now before you go to bed should be a good time to see it. So make sure that you're looking for that. So since you guys are out the rest of this week, all the way up to the 21st, when you guys come back on the 21st, you should have this first whole row of the calendar and then into the next week filled out. If you come back after that or before that, obviously, as far as you are at home. The next page I wanted you guys to fill out today was the before side of the day, year, seasons, and moon phases. So This is a brainstorming page. If you don't know how to answer the questions, it's fine. I'm trying to figure out what you guys got to last year or in years prior relating to space science. So please don't look this up. Please don't ask for help. Answer the questions the best that you can. There's 2 about a day on Earth. There's 3 about a year. There's 2 about the seasons, and then there's 3 about the moon phases. And based on your answers to this, yours and the rest of the classes, I'll know where we need to focus in class, and maybe skip because you already know it. So that's a little bit about the moon phase paper and the before page. On the back of the word list, there is a Sundial activity. And some of the kids in class said that you guys did one of these during e-learning time. So I'm going to try to take them out this week, weather permitting, to do this with the class. There isn't really a date on this because it depends on the weather. We may or may not get to this before you guys return. You are welcome to, get some paper and a stick or a pencil, find a way to set up a sundial, and then make some data collection measurements. If you want to wait until we get back to school because you don't have those materials, that's fine too. But if you would like to try to do that at home before you return, there's a good chance we will have that finished before you come back. Plausible, a day on Earth, plausible ideas. We will get to this week. What you're supposed to do here is decide which of these ideas is really what causes a day and night on Earth. Look at the diagrams. 3 of these are wrong. 1 of them is correct. But the plausible column here is for the idea. Why might people have thought that was how it worked, even though we know it's wrong now? What would they have observed or seen or felt from Earth without, maybe a telescope or a rocket at the time to believe that was true? And then what was maybe going on around them that would tell you that idea is not correct? Try to get 3 for each of those. My ideas about day and night before. Fill out the before side, not the after side. Latitude, longitude, this is for later in the week. We need to, before we can talk about seasons, we need to do a little bit of a social studies review. So you go through, it asks you to use color. If you don't have color, you can use what you have, pens and pencils. But they want you to label the different things on those globes. They want you to identify the continents. They want you to identify and color oceans. They want you to answer some questions about the hemispheres on here. This page we're going to do together in class. I will do this during a Google Meet if you guys want to do that with us together. This page is notes. We'll fill this out during a Google Meet as well. This is a reading assignment with some questions and a Venn diagram to fill out on the back. So this packet takes us through the rest of this week, and then the word list obviously will last, longer than that, so you want to hold on to this. If you have any questions, send me an email. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, please join the Google Meet during class because a lot of this stuff we'll work on during class. And if we're working in a group, I'll just give a group a computer and you can talk to them through the Google Meet and kind of participate with them while they're here in person. So if you can make it to the Google Meet during science class, that would be great. I hope you guys are doing okay, and I'll see you soon.